Good morning, everyone. I'm asked quite often about greenhouses, and I do have a few and still putting up some more. And this is the one that I did back January, February, somewhere along in there. And so it's 7 months, I guess, that it's been up, something like that, 7, 8. Anyway, they come with this as the anchor. The little piece right there, the little metal that's, I don't know, not even a foot long, and you tie the rope cord through here, and that little thing is supposed to hold it down, and it has one on every on all four corners, and that's all the anchoring that they provide, other than the flap. And the flap I set plants on, but I also, like with the plastic on my big greenhouse here, I run it under the landscape fabric, in which whenever I move this turmeric and all, I'll put another layer of landscape fabric over it and staple it down so there's more in it. The beam across here I covered with landscape fabric, and all through the greenhouse I have put a nylon strap around it and put landscape staples through that. This side over here wasn't level, and so I have boards that it is setting on, like what I'm doing down there on the new one that I'm adding in, and I have stapled it and used the nylon strap with some staples through it so that it's not just staples up against the plastic. And I did talk about the age. I don't know how well this fabric is going to hold up. I'm hoping for some time, but you can see it's already had some problems here with, that's nothing but the little window screen. And so I don't know, like I said, I don't know just how well it's going to do on the long term. And whenever I got the stimulus check, I had ordered 3 more, and also some a roll of plastic to cover. And this is what I was talking about here, the nylon strap and stapling it on. And I will put more of the straps on whenever this one is in place. Right now it has some bungee ties that holds the cover on, and they fasten around the rails, so what I already have there may have to come back out. This particular greenhouse didn't have a door on both ends, but I put the one here, and those are 8-foot 2x4s driven into the soil, around 2 foot. So there's that much more anchoring it, because I will fasten it on both sides. The new greenhouse, whenever we put the cover on, I'll fasten it here and that one in there, and then I'm going to put seaming tape over the two to tie them together and kind of seal them up. And like I said, every place so far, we've had some 60-mile-an-hour winds that one has stood up to, and my old one has stood up to even more than that, a couple of hurricanes that have come fairly close to me. But like I said, this is just some nylon fabric that I get from Growers Supply, and I don't know, you could probably use some rope or other nylon cord and stuff, and some roofing tacks or something like that. And if you didn't need to build it up, you could just fasten it down, put the cord around it, and drive some stakes in the dirt which even just the stakes that I've done, some of them I'm cutting, like the corners here are 2x8s cut in half, and so I get 2 stakes out of them. And I have plenty of wedges, and even putting wedges every so often would be more than the little metal anchors, especially in the sand. This is very sandy soil here, and putting those cords in wouldn't do a great deal, other than it would end up being a trip hazard for me. I'm kind of clumsy, and so I'd end up probably tripping over them and ripping them out of the dirt myself before the wind ever had a chance. But people have, like I said, have been asking about the something that would stand up to the wind, and as far as everything goes right now, these little greenhouses seem to hold up for me if you anchor them more than what they send you. And doesn't take a great deal of effort. Like I said, just some cord and rope, some wire or something of that nature, and drive some more stobs in the dirt. And friends over in Valdosta, which is about 70 miles to the west, had found out that the wind would get in them, and once they start blowing around, this conduit isn't all that heavy, and once they start bending, they will fold up on you. And so you do need to get it anchored down, because they will blow away. And anyway, I'm planning on, I've got the 2x4x8s there that I'm going to put a door, cut this out and move it to the bottom, and put a door here that I can go in and out. Along with this end is, I've just turned this one around where the 2 solid ends would be together, and then I'll cut that doorway, and so I'll have it all the way through. And I'm going to move my steps. I was just counting up and seeing just what I needed on this one, and I'm going to move them to the center there. Got to go get more blocks today, and that was what I was trying to do, was count up just how much more I needed, because the budget is running tight. Don't need to buy any more blocks than what I actually need. So anyway, just a short video on that's my take. Whenever I bought the one that back in January, it was $219 for the greenhouse, and I think these were around $250, so they've gone up some. But like I said, I bought 3 of them this time, and my idea in a roll of plastic, and my idea is that if I do 2 more, I'm going to do them in a place where I can put the plastic that I have bought, the regular 6 mil UV protected 4-year plastic, and that way I know it'll be there for 4 years, and I won't have to be swapping it out. And the 2 covers that came with the other 2 little greenhouses, I'll stave, and if these should go bad, I'll have 2 more covers to replace these. And so I ought to get a few more years out of it doing it that way. And hope everyone has a blessed day. I hope that's of help to somebody, and or anybody or everybody. And just if you have questions, I would be happy to try to answer on the little bit I have learned over the years. This is, like I said, whenever I covered this one, that this is 13 years that I've had greenhouses here now and been working with them, so I have learned a little bit about them. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Wash your hands. Stay safe.